Welcome, guys, to another episode of The Candy Show. I'm your host, Candy. You already know we are here in Indianapolis, Indiana, my hometown, and we are at the Red Curb Improv Comedy Club. Guys, we have another special guest in the building. And once again, I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to have my guest introduce himself.
Hmm.
So, guys, you ready? Let's see who our guest is today.
What's up? It's Alex Ortiz. Comic View, Comedy Central, HBO's Bad Boys of Comedy, Showtime at the Apollo's Comedy Champion, Que Locos, Local Comedy Slam, the movie I Am Gangster. I don't know how to do this because I don't usually introduce myself, but that's who you got. Alex Ortiz.
See, well, welcome so much, Alex, to the Candy Show.
Thank you for having me, Candy.
Well, thank you. First time in Indianapolis?
No, I'm from Chicago, so I've been out here many, many times.
Okay.
Yeah, I became a firefighter in East Chicago, Indiana, so I live in Crown Point now. So I'm an Indiana boy now.
Oh, I know exactly. I've traveled up to Chicago a lot,
Yeah.
and that's almost like my point. It's Crown Point, then it's Valpo.
Yeah.
And then on into Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about what you think of the crowd tonight.
Tonight was fun. It was I wasn't sure what to expect because you come into a room you've never been to before. So when I walked in the door, I didn't know what to expect. But they were live. They had a good time. They had fun.
And tell me a little bit about, okay, so you're from Chicago.
Mhm.
Now, I understand you've been mentored by a lot of people that we are well known hearing their names. Tell me a little bit about how you got your start.
Well, Damien Williams was the host at a club called All Jokes Aside in Chicago. It's like a legendary black comedy club. And when I was starting comedy, because I'm Puerto Rican, I didn't feel at home in the white comedy clubs as much as I felt in the black comedy clubs. That's where I felt more like this is the kind of people that I want to hear my joke, or the people who would understand me because of where I come from. So the third time it was him, Damon Williams, George Wilborn, and the third time I ever told a joke was Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac came around the corner. He said, "Come here, motherfucker." I said, "Oh," she said, "My name Bernie Mac." I know you are. He said, "You funny than a motherfucker. I got a room on Tuesday nights, Alex. I want you to come down to my motherfucking room on Tuesday night. Tell some motherfucking joke." So I started hanging out with Bernie Mac, and he started coaching me. So he became kind of my mentor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, you did that well.
yeah.
Thank you so
He
much.
was really cool. I'll tell you my favorite Bernie Mac story.
Go ahead, please.
I was opening for him in Rhode Island, right? We were out there having a great time. And we did a little VIP party set up for Bernie because he'd already done Def Jam. He'd already done Fridays. So he was on his way up to becoming the king of comedy. You know what I'm saying? He was up in almost king of comedy. It hadn't happened yet. So we're in this bar in Rhode Island, and we're drinking. And karaoke breaks out. And I love the karaoke. I love the karaoke. So I'm like, Bernie, we got to do karaoke. I don't do no motherfucking karaoke. I said, Bernie, we got to do karaoke. I don't do no motherfucking karaoke. So about a half a bottle of Hennessy later, Bernie was like, "I'm gonna do some motherfucking karaoke." So my favorite moment in life is watching Bernie Mac do "Sexy Motherfucker" by Prince. Sexy motherfucker shaking that ass, shaking that ass, shaking that ass. It was one of my favorite moments in life.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
He was a good dude. He was one of those guys that was a down home guy. He never became bigger in his head. He was a huge star, but you couldn't tell by talking to him because he was just that down to earth.
Well, with all of those names, well known names around you, was that a little intimidating?
Yeah. Oh, there was a time when you could go up when you were open micing at All Jokes Aside, where you could go up after Earthquake, or you could go up after some more. Because that place had all the big names, all the big comedy names that were in the black comedy, of the time. That's where I got seen by the people from BET was at All Jokes Aside. So I got on BET right away. But that was the room where you could come up and you didn't know who was going to come up before you. I mean, I've been there. Tony Woods and Tony Roberts, some more. I mean, everybody's been there. Oh my goodness, everybody's been there. That's that room.
Ooh, so, which one would you prefer going up after?
None of them.
Good.
They're all monsters. I want to go up first. I don't want them to follow them, but I had to sometimes. Like one time, Bernie Mac came in. And he wasn't on the show. He just came in to see the show. And I did like 20 minutes. And he went up after me and did like 5 minutes, and nobody even remembered who the hell I was.
That has to be. Tell me a little bit about when you have a dead space, if you have a dead space, how do you approach that, or get a boo or heckler? Tell me a little bit
Oh,
how you.
every comic has been booed. Every comic's been heckled. Every comic is bombed. If any comic tells you that he didn't, he's a liar. It happens to all of us. You just go with it. The worst thing is, it's not getting booed. It's not getting heckled. It's when they just stare at you. Uh, Capone had a room in New York called Bronx BBQ, and it was a Tuesday night, and it was one of the hardest rooms you could ever do. If you weren't funny, you were not funny. And in that room, I was not funny a couple of times. But they just stared at you. They never booed. They never nothing. They just stared at you, and it was the most intimidating thing you could ever be on stage. It's just sweating bullets, looking at people just staring at you. So, but you just with hecklers, I go straight for the throat,
Oh,
so that nobody else does it. If you hit the first guy hard enough, nobody else will dare.
so you have some kahunas.
Hmm.
If people want to have enough kahunas to
Yeah.
come back
Oh,
at
you
you.
want to be part of the show? I help you be part of the show, but you ain't gonna like it. And the people at your table will be like, "You was a stupid motherfucker for trying to talk to that dude like that." Yeah.
Now, I see you dressed in very exquisite taste. Tell me a little bit about, is this how you dress all the time, or you get on stage with some jeans or sometimes
I
lay back?
used to. I went through the whole progress, but I started out wearing suits on stage, and then I progressed into jeans and Timberlands and hoodies and sweatshirts and stuff, and then just as I got later on in life, I was like, nah, the suits is more comfortable. So I wear suits all the time now. And it was actually Bernie, and Bernie did that to me too, because he's like, remember when you was a kid and you put on them brand new gym shoes and you felt like you could run faster and you could jump higher and shit? He said a brand new suit does that for a man.
I tell you what, excellent taste.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're welcome. I love black.
Thank you.
Oh, goodness. Give me your special go-to beverage.
I'm a Hennessy man.
Okay,
I'm
that's
half black, half Puerto Rican, so the half black part is the only one that wants to drink. He only likes Hennessy.
well. Listen, I love some Hennessy. Do you get into the flavored Hennessy, or is it just got to be
I
the normal?
just Hennessy neat the way Jesus drank it. No ice, no nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Jesus drank Hennessy, right?
Wine.
Well, yeah, but after party though, when he turned the water into wine at the after party, he's like, "Let's get this bitch crunk." And he turned that wine into Hennessy. We get the party going. Magnum was all up and woo, let's go. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is there a stage that you haven't yet touched that you just can't wait?
Mm, nah, when I did Showtime at the Apollo in Harlem at the Apollo Theater, that was probably the pinnacle as far as stages go for me because I've been watching. I mean, I'm not just talking about comedy. I'm talking about singers like Ray Charles, and and Etta James, and I mean, I've watched Richard Pryor growing up, and I'm into all kinds of stuff. So to see the greatest ever, to be on the same stage as the greatest who've ever done it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was insane. That was the stage that I really wanted to do, and I wanted to do well because when they booed at Apollo,
Oh yeah, you.
they booed at Apollo. They did not bullshit. They came to boo. So the comic in front of me got booed off the stage. And then they were like, "You're next." I'm like, "Fuck you! I'm not going out there." But I ended up winning the whole season, and that was the coolest stage ever. Cause like to me, I mean, you know, Freddie Prince was on that stage, and George Wilborn. I mean, you were talking Count Basie was on that stage. This is how legendary that stage is, and I got to do that. It was funny because on the back they all write their names. Everybody signed the Apollo Theater, so I found because I'm a Ray Charles freak. And I found Ray Charles' signature. Said, "Let the good time roll." Ray Charles, 1963. And right underneath it says, "Yeah, boy, Alex Ortiz, 2000."
Oh my gosh. Oh my
So
gosh.
that was the stage that I wanted to do, and I got to do it.
Well, it's interesting you said that because I only had one chance to visit the Apollo back in like 2013. Loved it. But how you just described is how I feel about when I go to Detroit and I'm in the Motown Museum, and just to know that all of the talent. I'm a music head myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I understood that feeling that you said that you had when you were at the Apollo, that I felt the same way. And every time I go back to Detroit, I have to hit the Motown Museum because of all of that talent.
But the thing is that all those people gave off a certain kind of energy. They all gave off an immense energy when they become that iconic. So that stage carries that energy. When you walk across that stage, you could feel all the people that have been there before you, and it's an amazing moment. It is. It's still one of my favorite moments. I watch it all the time. It's on YouTube, and I watch it all the time.
Wow. That's like I told you, that's how I feel. When you're getting ready, what do you do when you get ready on stage? How do you prepare?
I'm a Buddhist, so I do a small prayer and chant, and then I say thank you for the gift of laughter,
Hmm.
and thank you for giving me the ability to make people laugh, and then I go out. So that's pretty much it. Because laughter is a gift.
Yes, it is. And I do want to say thank you for the gift
Mm.
because everything is going on. You have to have a getaway and you have to laugh at some point. And you have a unique laugh, too.
Yeah, my laugh. I hate my laugh. I hate my laugh so much. You don't even know. I've been trying to hide it my whole life, but what happened was it came out on stage, and people would say, your laugh is infectious. So I thought, all right, well, I'm just gonna let it go. And once I started letting it go, when it came naturally, it started to make the set better. So I just let it fly. I hate my laughter. My dad's like 6'3". He's black, 240 pounds. I mean, he's pitch black. He's blue black. So and he laughs like this. So when we watch Tom and Jerry, it sounds like two women having a great time.
Oh, I love Tom and Jerry, too. I
Yes.
love Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know that you have to grace the stage a little later on.
Yeah, I'm going back up.
Ooh, I'm definitely going to make sure I catch that. But let everyone know how they can follow you or take a look at your
Sure. I'm
material.
on I'm on YouTube, Alex Ortiz, and then also funny Alex Ortiz on Instagram. That's the one. And then Alex, well, I'm half black, half Puerto Rican. So I call myself a spigger. So my website is www.spigger.com. And if you think I'm bullshitting, go check it out. Spigger.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks for
Alex.
having me, Candy. It was awesome.
You are so welcome. Well, guys, it's that time again. You already know. If you don't know, let me tell you, okay? Make sure you're following the official Instagram page, and that is Candy Talk Show. Candy Talk Show, Candy Talk Show. You already know it's the natural, it's the raw, it's the real, uncut and unscripted. Make sure you are subscribed, subscribe to the YouTube page. That is capital C and the number 2 at the end, Candy Productions 2. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Bye.